Station number 13, Jesus dies on the cross. This is taken from Luke chapter 23, 44 through 47. It was now about noon, and darkness covered the whole earth until about 3 o'clock. While the sun stopped shining, then the curtain in the sanctuary tore down the middle. Crying out in a loud voice, Jesus said, "Father, into your hands I entrust my life." After he said this, he breathed for the last time. When the centurion saw what happened, he praised God, saying, "It's really true. This man was righteous."
Well, it says here that the temple curtain kept people out of the Holy of Holies where God's Spirit was. It ripped when Jesus died so that all people could have access to God. And that curtain was big and heavy, probably much more so than like the curtains that separate the sanctuary from the fellowship hall. But here, that they're showing, you know, this fabric that was torn, and that allowed the Holy of Holies to be moved. You know, that people could come into it. You know, enter this place. And so I see here that they have some fabric here, and it says to take the piece of fabric from the altar in the fellowship hall and tear it, imagining that it's the curtain being torn.
Oh,
But, I
you
mean,
want part of it?
oh, that's okay. Wow,
Ooh,
yeah.
you did it the long way.
And it just opened on its own, you know, when Christ died. So, it's really hard to imagine that, like, at noon tomorrow, you know, right, Good Friday.
And being dark until 3 o'clock
Yeah,
at night.
right. And then people come, you know, maybe later in the day, they come and here the curtain is torn, and
What would they think if they saw that?
well, they'd have to think something big has happened, you know, for that.
Especially if you were a Jew, because if you, according to what I understand, if you went behind that curtain, God generally killed people that weren't supposed to be there. I mean, if you touched anything back behind that curtain, you didn't come back. And when the curtain was torn, it gave access to God to everyone.